In this video, I am going to start non-verbal communication. According to Wikipedia, non-verbal communication is the transmission of message or signals through a non-verbal platform such as eye contact, facial expression, gestures, posture, and the distance between two individuals. These are the following types of non-verbal communication skill. First is expression, how you express your views, means without saying any word. For this you use your facial expression. So this is here one emoji, it has a smiling face here. So these things means expression means your facial expression. Actually the meaning of the expression is facial expression. Posture, how you sit, how you stand, like whenever you stand firmly or straight, it means you are confident at a time. And when you sit straight, your back is straight, so it means that you are listening properly and you are means fully confident. Gesture means when you use your fingers, and like you have seen in YouTube video, when you like it, then you means click on this option, and when you don't like, you click on this option. It shows your gesture. Touch means how you means touch any person. Use means by your touch any person can sense what are the things in your brain, what are the means points or what are your thinking running in your brain. So a person can sense easily. And in some interviews, an expert person there, the person that can check your confidence when you handshake with that person. And means basically it is used for handshake. Next is space, how much space between two individual. It also shows the non-verbal communication skill. The meaning of this point is that means in an organization, if any two person, they are means standing close together, or they are sitting with close together, it means they are the best friends. And when you are communicating with your boss, at the time you have to maintain some space between your boss and you. If you will not maintain this much space, it means that you are trying to means making contact with or for other purposes with your boss. So maybe your boss will not like you. The boss will think that you don't know non-verbal communication skills. Eye contact means like if any person is talking with you, or that person is explaining something to you, and you are means seeing here and there, it means you are not taking interest on those points, means whatever the person is saying to you. And next is paralanguage. Paralanguage is related with some factors, like when you speak, at the time your volume, pitch, speaking rate, voice quality, these things are an important part of the means when you speak or when you say your words. Next is gesture. Gesture is a form of non-verbal communication in which visible bodily action communicate particular message either in place of speech together and in a parallel or with spoken words. Importance of non-verbal communication in our day-to-day communication. It is observed that the most of the communication is done using body movements, face, arms movements, and voice control, voice tone, pauses. Pause means when you take some pause, like here I am explaining you something, I am not speaking very fast. Why? If I will speak fast, then you could not understand my language, whatever I am saying. Maybe sometime means it depends on the software which I am using for means video recording. Maybe that software could not record some pronunciation, but it doesn't mean that I am speaking very fastly. You see here methods of communication. First is words, that is verbal communication, voice control, non-verbal communication. Now you see there is a large part in this circle, and these things are expressions, movements, pictures, and they are called as non-verbal and visual communication. Methods of communication. Non-verbal communication, exchanging information without words. When you don't use words for communication, the first is hand movement. Usually these actions we do when we study in class or when we communicate with our friends and teachers. Actually means some more non-verbal communications are, but here means in this syllabus, or you can say in this session, means non-verbal communication skills are based according to your class. Though, so first is your hand raising, means raising a hand to greet, pointing your finger in anger, expression. See, this is the smiling face, it is showing happiness, and making a sad face when you are upset. These things are called as non-verbal communication. Some more types of non-verbal communication. First is facial expression. You see here there are some emojis. Nowadays these emojis are used in when we want to show our feelings in virtual platform, or we can say in digital platform. Like nowadays we send these emojis when we send message using WhatsApp, Facebook. You have seen these things nowadays. These facial expression many times shows the feeling of a person. For example, when we are happy, when we express through a smile, or when we are sad, and when we show a gloomy face. So actually here these things basically these are emojis. They are used in virtual platform or in digital platform, but facial expression are also used when we talk with others. You have seen so many times, means if you want to see these things, you watch some friends or somebody is talking, so that time they use these things, means in verbal communication. How to make use of non-verbal communication effectively? First is keep your face relaxed. Now you have to learn these things. When you are talking with some person, your face should be relaxed. Otherwise, your face will tell everything about your feelings to the person with whom you are communicating. Next is try to match your expression with what you are saying. If you agree with something, you may nod while listening, which indicates that it has your assent. Next is posture. Postures are a position of the body. They show our confidence and feelings. For example, when you stand straight or when you sit straight, and holding your head may be taken as tiredness. Also, the posture shows your confidence, and means how to use this skill effectively for non-verbal communication. First is keep your upper body relaxed and shoulders straight. Sit straight, rest hands and feet in relaxed position. Keep hands by your sides while standing. And one more thing I want to explain you in posture. When you sit in front of others, and usually when we sit on the chair, at the time what we do, we means sit in cross legs. Cross legs means it shows, means it doesn't make good effect on the others. So don't sit like in this way. When you use chair, keep your hands by your sides while you are standing. Sit straight, rest hands Feet in relaxed position. See here, don't use cross leg and don't stand on one leg when you are standing. It means that you don't know the non-verbal communication. Actually, 90% uh, means 90% role of non-verbal communication in communication skill. 10% role is of your verbal communication. So learn these things. Gestures or body language. Gesture describes movements or parts of the body, especially hands or head, to express an idea or meaning. This including waving, pointing, and using your hands when speaking. For example, when a teacher asks any question in class, at the time you raise. But in nowadays we are using video conferencing or virtual class. So at that time there is one facility in video conferencing app, raise your hand. It means you are saying some words or you are giving the answer of any question. So this is the means you can say use of non-verbal communication in virtual platform. So this thing you have to learn. For example, raising a hand may mean asking a question or giving an answer. Biting nails shows nervousness. So don't be nervous at that time when you are using non-verbal communication. Maybe means you are not nervous. Maybe you have habit of biting nails. So avoid this one habit. And effective use of this non-verbal skill means gesture or body language. Avoid pointing at people with your finger. So whenever you are angry, so at that time don't put finger. Means it will means show your thinking toward others. Next is, instead of keeping your hands in a pocket while talking, try to take out your hand from the pocket. Bend your head a little while talking or listening to show that you are paying attention. Touch. We communicate a great deal through our touch, such as shaking hands, patting on the back, और पैटिंग ऑन द बैक मीन्स whenever इसको कहते हैं जैसे कि आपकी पीठ को कोई थपथपाता है, तो पैटिंग ऑन द हेड दिस मीन्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अ फर्म हैंडशेक shows your confidence. Sport coaches pat on the back of the players to encourage. Encourage का मतलब है यहाँ पे बढ़ावा देना. लाइक समटाइम अगर आप मीन्स स्पोर्ट्स खेलते हैं तो उसमें क्या होता है कि आपके जो कोचेस होते हैं आपकी पीठ थपथपाते हैं जब आप कुछ एक अच्छा उस समय काम करते हैं. लाइक you are means playing cricket, at that time you ball properly, so maybe your coach patted your back. Next is effective use. Shake hands firmly. Avoid other touch gesture such as stroking your hair. These days such type of habit of lots of students, especially for boys. So means students or persons, they every time they stroke their hair. It is a means strong use of non-verbal communication. Scratching your nose, tugging on your clothes, and so on during formal communication. So here means formal communication means whenever you are talking with your boss. Actually there are two types of means communication. Means one is formal and one is non-formal. Non-formal means when you are talking with your friend, and formal means whenever you are going to other place, and like you are going to DM office, district magistrate. At that time you have to follow all the rules of communication. Space. The space between two persons while communicating generally depends on intimacy or closeness between them, but you have to effectively use this skill. Maintain proper space depending on the relationship. Means it depends on the relationship. Means a friend or a person maybe that person is not your close friend, so maintain some space, which could be formal or informal on the closeness with the person with whom you are talking. Actually, space is followed where you are going for your work. Means actually you will do your work means based on communication. So means example that you are going for interview at that time, you have to follow this space. You can't close there with an interviewer. If you close with means very close with your interviewer, it makes your wrong effect in front of the interviewer. Eye contact. Eye contact means maintaining an eye contact with the person you are talking indicates interest, whereas looking away can make the other person feel ignored. Means if somebody is talking with you, you are saying here and there, it means you are not taking interest. Maybe you are listening properly, but it shows your means wrong impact. Means how you effectively use this eye contact. Look at the person who is speaking, keep relaxed pleasant look, break the look every few seconds. Maybe means eye contact sometimes treated as staring, means ghurna, means whenever you are intensely staring others, it means it is a wrong method of eye contact. So maybe means you can break when you are means seeing others. Paralanguage. Paralanguage is the tone of your voice, speed, and volume that makes a difference in the meaning of communication. Speaking too fast may show excitement or nervousness. Speaking too slow may show seriousness, sadness, or making a point. And now, effective use is that use a proper tone and communication while speaking. Maintain a moderate rate of talking. Moderate rate means average speed. You have to talk in average speed so that a person means can listen properly. Otherwise, the person could not make sense of your words, or a person could not understand whatever you are explaining to that person. Next is visual communication. Visual communication is the transmission of information and ideas using symbols, imagery. It is one of the three main types of communication, along with verbal communication and non-verbal communication. Means visual communication is different from these two types of communication methods, that is verbal and non-verbal. Visual communication is believed to be type that people rely on most, and it includes signs, graphic designs, films, typography, and countless other examples. You see here there are some examples of visual communication. See, this is the traffic symbol. Traffic symbol while communicates not to blow horn. Especially you have seen this symbol on roads, and this is a traffic light. It is a very common visual communication method. Traffic lights, red for stop, yellow for wait, and green for go. Means nobody will say to you means stop here. Spoken words are not used when this visual communication is used here. Means automatically you can understand. Means red light is there, you have to stop. Yellow for wait, green for go. Next is sign for ladies and gents toilet. Means you have seen this symbol. Means in front of gents toilet, this is one means nothing is written there. Maybe in some toilets, maybe they have written this is a gents toilet, but there is also an image there. This is visual symbol. This is another visual symbol. Next is sign showing railway crossing. This symbol you have seen means where the railway crossing is there. Next is sign for flammable substances. Next is sign for slippery surface, means in roads you have seen this one. Sign used to pause a video or audio film in smartphone or computer, like when means you use virtual platform or any video conferencing software or app. That time you have seen a symbol of video there, or a symbol of mic, or one symbol is talk there, means how you leave the meeting. So these things are known as visual communication. Next is sign which communicates that the area is a no smoking zone. So these things are called as, means used for visual communication. Some more visual communications are here. This one I want to show. This is a symbol, means you are under CCTV surveillance. Okay, I want to show this one. Nowadays you have seen, means whenever you go to some offices, you have seen such type of symbols. This symbol is it is used for you are under CCTV surveillance. Means the CCTV camera is watching you. So be aware there. Means you have to be aware there. Otherwise, your all activities are recorded by the CCTV camera. And some more visual symbols are here, means logos of any organization. You see here, this is also called as a visual symbol. This is a, means uh, you can say symbol of the mic, and this is a symbol of search, means image of search here. This is means one image before the images word. This is also called as visual communication. And this is the symbol for videos, shopping, news. So you see here there are arrows actually this used when you go to means somewhere here. You see here these stars are used for rating. Now thank you for watching this video.